Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's webinar. In tonight's webinar, we will be looking at a brief introduction about what is inner engineering. There will be an opportunity for you to ask any questions you may have. We will also go through a guided meditation towards the end. Before we begin, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Siddharth. First of all, are you able to hear me clearly? Let's just take a minute to do a short audio check. You can respond in the chat window. Are you able to hear me clearly? If you are facing any difficulties with the audio, you can let us know in the chat. Is the audio clear for all of you? You can just type in yes or no in the chat window. Yes. Okay. That's good. My name is Siddharth. I am a full-time volunteer with Isha Foundation. I did inner engineering program in June 2012. Before I did this program, I had graduated from the Indian Institute of Technology in Bombay with a degree in electrical engineering. And I had been working at an investment bank called Credit Suisse in London. At the time, I remember this was 2012. I had graduated from my dream college. I had a dream job working in the place where I wanted to be. In terms of professional success, everything I wanted was there. I had a great family who had, a lot of support and love from them. A good bunch of friends, opportunity to travel. Everything that I wanted in my life, I felt like I had. But somewhere I was not fulfilled from within. I was always looking for something more. And there was this sense of something missing in life. So this led me to, I always wanted to travel. I had a thirst for adventure. So in 2012, I had quit my job and I was just simply traveling through India and Southeast Asia. During this time, one of my friends sent me a video of Sadhguru, and he shared his experience about inner engineering. Usually, the way I was made at that time, I was not interested in any guru or any kind of spirituality, but simply Sadhguru's wit, his humor, his exuberance of life, but most importantly, his logical and simple way of putting things, which I could understand very easily, attracted me. I was intrigued and I did the inner engineering program at that time. I was not looking for any particular benefits, but within 3 months of doing the program, I noticed that my body was functioning at a much easier pace. I had had a small heart deformity since childhood, because of which my stamina was limited and many physical activities which I wanted to do, I could not do, like sports or trekking. So after 3 months of doing the practice, there was a dramatic reduction in my pulse rate, which had always been high, because of which I was taking regular medication. So in my half-yearly checkup, the doctor noticed this and they were also quite surprised and they took me off the medication. It was a very small thing, but it opened up doors of many new possibilities for me. In my travels, now I started including trekking as an integral part of it. I always wanted to trek. So in 2012, I trekked to the Annapurna base camp in Nepal. The ease with which I was able to go through this trek encouraged me. And every year since then, I have been doing a Himalayan trek. Every year I choose a little more difficult trek, but every year I seem to be able to do it with a little more ease. So in my experience, my body seems to be growing younger every year. Coincidentally, in 2012, I had been traveling for some time, and after some time, I decided it was time to join back the workforce. So towards this, I was preparing for entrance exams into management colleges. I was preparing for an exam called CAT, or Common Aptitude Test, for entrance into the IIMs in India, which is a very highly competitive exam. I remember I have written many exams in my life. Usually the experience is that of agitation, nervousness, somehow, battling through the exam and trying to answer as many questions as you can. But this particular exam, the experience was very, very different. The pressure was much higher, but within me, I was much more relaxed. I distinctly remember this even today. For the first time in my life, I was experiencing a distance between my mind and me. It was almost as if the mind was somewhere else, and I was just using it as a tool rather than being trapped by it. So the experience of the exam was very different. And I wrote the exam, forgot about it. When the results came, I was surprised myself to find I had scored 99.99%. It was a big surprise for me because I'm sharing this with you because being a logical driven person that I was at that time, it was a proof for me that inner engineering is working for me. But this was just on the surface. As I mentioned, there was a distance between my body and myself, a distance between my mind and myself. So compulsive reactions like anger, irritation, agitation soon completely disappeared from my life. If any such thing happened, I would clearly, distinctly notice the impact of that on my body. If I got a little angry, I would notice that my body is responding to that anger. So instead of me compulsively responding to the other person, it would make me look back, step back, and become more conscious. This allowed me a certain space, which dramatically changed the way I experienced my life. My relationships with my parents, my siblings improved. My ability to connect with new people was much more than before. I was able to connect to life in general in a very deep way. But most importantly, till this point in my life, everything I did was, in a way, I wanted to be a little more happy, or I thought I will get more fulfillment from doing something. But now the equation had been completely reversed. Joy and fulfillment was just there. I didn't have to do anything for it. So now, whatever I did or did not do, my inner state was guaranteed. This allowed me to explore many more things that I would never have explored before, and many more capabilities I was able to garner within myself. And excited by this, I decided not to go back to management college. I decided to explore this path a little more. So I changed my branch from electrical engineering to inner engineering. And that is how I am here today. I've been associated with the foundation for the last 7 years, offering inner engineering programs. And today I'm very excited to join you once again on this exploration. So what is this inner engineering about? Why is it needed, first of all? We have done much engineering to the outside world. Obviously, the purpose of engineering the world around us is to create situations and atmospheres as we want them, as it is comfortable and convenient for us. Especially in the last 100 years, we have done a tremendous amount of engineering to the outside world, to a point where the very face of the planet has changed dramatically. Especially in the last 100 years, we have done a tremendous amount of engineering. We have comforts and conveniences that we could not have imagined just a few decades ago. 100 years ago, what was unthinkable is available today to common people in the world. This external engineering has definitely brought a lot of comfort and convenience to us in every way. Physically, never before has another generation known these kinds of comforts and conveniences. Isn't it so? You are the most comfortable generation ever. Yes or no? See, in this webinar, this is not going to be like a lecture where I just speak and you listen, okay? We want this to be as interactive as possible. Inner engineering is not a teaching or a philosophy. It's a subjective dimension. It's a subjective process. So it needs your participation. Right now, as this is an online platform, whether you're responding to me, whether you're saying yes or no, you may be looking at the screen and responding. But I wouldn't know, isn't it? So it would be good if you can just type in your response, whichever way it is for you, so that we can also know how it is going for you. So in this session, I will be asking you a million questions, okay? Every time I ask you a question, please look at it. If it is true for you, you say yes. If it is not true for you, you say no. Is it fine? Is it fair enough? You can type in your response. Okay, so only with this participation, this will work. So I'm asking you, physically, never before has any other generation known these kinds of comforts and conveniences. Isn't it so? You look at your life and the life around us. Never. We are the most comfortable generation ever. Yes or no? Aren't we the most comfortable generation ever on this planet? Never before has anyone known these kinds of comforts. Everything has dramatically changed. Yes. Although we are the most comfortable, we definitely cannot claim to be the most peaceful or joyful or loving generation or anything like that. Definitely not the happiest generation on the planet. Are we? We cannot say that. So, this external engineering, though much comfort has come out of it, in terms of life, it does not seem to have worked. Everything that you do, whether you're trying to make money or build a career, build a family, or fulfill your aspirations and ambitions, or you go to a bar, or go to a temple, church, or mosque, or you want to go to heaven. Why do you want to do these things? But why does everyone want to do everything that they are doing in their life? To get what? Yes, I'm asking you. If you look at your own life, everything that you're doing in your life, whether it is work, family, or anything else, why are you doing this? To get what? You want to be happy, yes? Every human activity on the planet is happening in pursuit of happiness, isn't it so? You look at your life, every activity that you do, is it not in pursuit of happiness? Yes. All human endeavor on the planet is in pursuit of happiness. We have done too much, but still we are not any happier than anyone who was before us. Somewhere the activity that we are doing does not seem to have produced results. Though so much is being done, still happiness is a basic issue with people. Why hasn't this worked? There are many dimensions to this. First of all, what does it mean to you right now as you are? Many people express about being stressed, and a lot of them are. If you ask them why, they will say, oh, my job. Yes. You ask the Prime Minister of this country, he is stressed. You ask the people in your office, they are stressed. You ask anyone on the street, they are also stressed. So, which job can you do joyfully in the world? It looks like there is none because everyone is saying that their job is stressful. There is no job in the world which is stressful. You are stressed simply because you don't know how to manage your systems. That's why you're stressed. Stress is not happening because of a particular situation. Stress is happening because you don't know how to keep your body, you don't know how to keep your mind, you don't know how to keep your energies, and you don't know how to keep your emotions. That is why stress is happening. Now, let us look at the mechanics of stress. Whatever happens in the mind, for every fluctuation on the level of the mind, there's a corresponding chemical reaction in the physiology, always. If you go through a day of tension, today, let's say you go through a lot of tension. Tomorrow, you will notice your body will be stiff and painful. Have you noticed this? Yes, you can respond in the chat window. If you are practicing any asanas or stretching exercises, very clearly you can notice this. Today, your body is very flexible. You go through a lot of tension. Tomorrow, you will see your body doesn't bend. Have you noticed? It refuses to bend because the muscles have become rigid with acidic impurities in the cells. When these acidic impurities go on building up, they can become either chemical blocks or chemical deposits in the system, which can ultimately become a disease over a period of time. The word disease means dis-ease. Or in other words, your body and mind are not getting the kind of rest or ease that they need. Today, medical science is saying that most of the chronic ailments are psychosomatic. That means the cause of the disease is mostly in the mind. Whenever there is any kind of agitation on the level of the mind, similar agitated chemical reactions happen in the physiology. There is a certain fundamental defense system in our physiology, which is known as the fight or flight response. In ancient times, when man lived in nature, the situations he faced in life were quite simple, or at least the response demanded from him was. For example, let us say walking through the forest, if he came upon a wild animal, let us say a tiger, the choice about what he should do is very simple. There are only two choices: fight or flight. That is, either you fight the animal or run away from the animal. But today we have created situations where neither of these responses is possible. For example, see, many of you are working from home today in this situation. So let us say you get a call from your boss and your boss starts shouting at you. Now you can neither shout back nor can you hang up the phone. Yes? Or you are anyway at home. Your mother-in-law shouts at you. You can neither shout back nor can you leave the home and run. Yes, neither fight nor flight is possible. When the mind senses any kind of emergency or stressful situation, it activates the necessary system to release an emergency quota of sugar into the bloodstream. Whenever there is tension in the mind, the body is being prepared for intense activity. If you do go through this intense activity, the extra sugar in the blood would be worked out. But in today's life, you live in a constant stream of stressful situations where no physical activity is needed. And this ultimately makes the whole system drive itself faster than its natural pace. This is like, let's say you drive your car at 50 kilometers per hour. The engine's life may be 1 lakh kilometers. The same car, if you drive it at 100 kilometers per hour, the engine's life will be considerably reduced. Now, why is it that under the same stress, one person gets migraine, one person gets asthma, someone else gets diabetes? It is not because the disease is hereditary. The disease itself is not hereditary, but some part or organ may be inherently weak in you, just as it is in your parents, so you have the same tendency. If your father had diabetes at the age of 50, you may get it at the age of 30, because you're driving a system at a much faster pace than its natural pace. But this process can be easily reversed by changing the way you experience life or by moving into an effortless state of being. So do not ever think that your job is stressful. Your experiencing life in a stressful way means you lost control over your systems. Your interiority is not happening the way you want it to happen. That's all it is. See, what you call as engineering and management in the world is just about creating external situations the way you want them. Isn't it so? Yes? All engineering and all management in the world is just about creating external situations the way we want it. We can air condition our homes, our cars. We have the ability to create the atmosphere the way we want it. Right now, wherever we may be sitting, if we want, we can set just the right temperature that our bodies like. Isn't it so? All right, we got some control over the external atmosphere. But what about the inner atmosphere? The inner climate is messy, isn't it? Now, when the inner climate is messed up, it doesn't matter if you're sitting in an air-conditioned hall. It doesn't mean anything to you. Yes? Yes or no? It doesn't mean anything to you because your inner climate is not good. Right now, we are talking about a technology of managing the inner climate also. Is it very important? Is it very important? All the external situations that you're trying to create in your life, either through family, money, or through your career, entertainment, or whatever else, are only to have a pleasant inner atmosphere, isn't it? If the inner atmosphere is not properly managed, whatever external things you have will not mean anything to you. Yes, you earned $1 billion today. It doesn't mean anything to you when your inner climate is not good. So essentially, the quality of your life is not decided by what kind of home you live in, what kind of car you have parked in your garage, or what kind of clothes you are wearing, but by how peaceful and joyful you're within yourself right now. Isn't it so? Yes. But have we paid any attention to this in our lives? We are too busy working towards creating a pleasant external atmosphere for ourselves, isn't it? Yes. So much time and energy has been invested in fixing the outside. How much time have you invested in fixing the interior? None, isn't it? Then how do you hope to live well? It won't happen. If you are well just by accident, then you will always live with the fear of losing it, isn't it? Yes? Most people are well by accident. Someone around them is wonderful, so they are okay. That's not how it should be. If you happen to live in hell, there also you live well. That's yours, isn't it? Yes? Now, people are talking about going to Himalayas and being peaceful. They want to go to the mountains in the dream vacation and then they will be peaceful. This is of no use. If you can be peaceful in a busy marketplace, if you can be peaceful in a place which is full of problems, only then it is yours, isn't it? Otherwise, maybe it's the mountains, not you. Yes? And anyway, you can't carry the mountains with you all the time. So, fixing the interiority is a very important dimension to which we have not paid any attention. And the whole world is paying a huge price for this. Stress is not a part of your life. It is something that you are creating unconsciously for yourself. If you had a choice, would you create stress? I'm asking you. If you look at it within yourself, if you had a choice right now within yourself, would you create stress for yourself? No, isn't it? So that means right now, your physical body, your mind, your emotions, your energies, none of these things are happening the way you want them to happen. And how do you expect to live well? People have some hope. It just doesn't work like that. All of you are successful enough, in your material life at least, to understand that unless you do the right thing, it will not work. Yes? Or do you still believe that you can do some foolish things, say a prayer, and everything will be okay? No, isn't it? You understand that if you have to be successful in the outside world, you have to do the right things. Otherwise, it will not work, isn't it? And what makes you think it is not true with the internal? Here also, unless you do the right things, it won't work. On a certain day, a man fell into a septic tank. I want you to visualize and imagine yourself in a situation like this. You fell into a septic tank, right up till here in all kinds of pits. He struggled to get out, but he could not. Then he started screaming, "Fire, fire, fire!" The neighborhood people heard this fire call and they called the fire brigade. They came and looked all over the place. No fire. Then they found this man in the septic tank and they pulled him out and asked him, "Why were you screaming fire?" So the man retorted, "If I said shit, shit, would you come?" So you have to do the right thing. Unless you do the right thing, it will not work. As it is true with the outside, it is also true with the internal. Now, what do I mean by doing the right things? We could do a simple experiment. Let's start with your physical body. Keep your 5 fingers together like this. All the 5 fingers should be together, palms facing downwards, loosely placed on your thighs. Now, keeping it this way, with our eyes closed, we will take a few inhalations and exhalations. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. Do not do it right now. Right now, you can keep your eyes open and just observe. As you are doing this, I will say switch. When I say switch, you turn your palms over. From here, you make them like this. So you don't have to raise them up, keeping it on your thighs. I'm just showing it. I'm bringing it up just to show it to you. Keeping it on the thighs, you just turn your palms facing upwards and continue to breathe deeply. Again, when I say switch, you turn them back to the original position. Now, in these two positions, the way the air fills up into your lungs will be different. The maximum expansion and contraction will happen in different areas of your lungs. I just want you to notice this. Now, when you're doing this, it's important your 5 fingers are together. Do not keep them apart. But at the same time, keep them palms facing downwards on your thighs. But at the same time, no pressure or tension in the arms and shoulders. Arms and shoulders should be loose and relaxed. Please do this. Close your eyes. We can do this together. Take deep inhalations and exhalations. Notice where the maximum expansion and contraction is happening. Switch. Switch again. Okay, please open your eyes. Did you notice any difference between these two? What's the difference? Is there some difference in the way the air fills up? When you keep it facing downwards, where is the maximum expansion and contraction happening? And when you turn it over, where is the maximum expansion and contraction happening? Could you share? Whichever way it is for you, just type it in the chat box. What's the difference? Can someone share? So you will notice this. When you keep your palms facing downwards, the maximum expansion and contraction happens in the diaphragm region. When you turn it up, it is higher up in the chest. Some of you seem to have noticed it the other way around, or if you have not noticed this, you can try this once again and see. When you keep it palms facing downwards, where is the maximum expansion and contraction? When you turn it up, where it is happening. Just do it once, one inhalation, exhalation, turn it over and see. Yes, noticeable? So just by turning your hand over like this, the very way that you breathe is changing. Now this is not only about the breath. The very way that life energies function in your body are altering themselves because you turn your hand over. Now, how many times in a day are you doing this in unawareness? Whatever anyone asks. Yes, this means no in India. So now you're setting your own energies into turmoil and hoping to be peaceful. Such things don't happen in the world. Unless you do the right things, it just won't work. This is like you got into your car and you don't know what these 3 pedals are, and you start kicking them whichever way you like. You know what a jerky driver you will be? Isn't this the way you're handling your systems right now? One day you're a little peaceful, that's supposed to be a big thing. And tomorrow morning you crash. Isn't this happening all the time? Any little thing can push you off balance. Any little thing can make you lose your happiness. This is simply because you're trying to handle your systems accidentally. This is not only about the body. You look at your mind, look at your energies. Everything is being handled like this, accidentally. Right now, let's examine the mind. How many of you can hold your right hand like this? Just try this and see. Wherever you're sitting, just do it and check. Are you able to do this? That's good. Can you do that? Okay, that's great. Can you do that? Oh, wonderful. You can do some yoga. So that much control you have over your physical body. Yes? You want it here, you can get it here. This you can do. This you can do. Now, please try this with your mind. You want to put your mind here. Try to hold it here for some time. It will go there. Yes? You want to put your mind here. It will go somewhere. You want to put your mind there. You know where it goes. Now, with this kind of mind, where are you hoping to go? If you have reached somewhere in your life, it must be an accident. Yes? This is like you got into a vehicle. You want to go this way, the vehicle goes that way. Is it safe to sit in this vehicle? Is it safe to drive such a vehicle? Let us say such a thing happens to your car. You got into your car, you're steering it this way, but the car is going that way. If such a thing happened to your car, what is the first thing you would like to do with it? Stop it, isn't it? Somehow stop it. So we need to stop this for a moment. If you can consciously stop this for one moment, you will see suddenly the mind is a miracle. It can do such incredible things. Where is the manufacturing unit for all the stress, anger, anxiety, or any kind of suffering that you're going through in your life? In your home? In your office? In your city? It's in your mind, isn't it? This mind could have been a ladder to the divine. This mind could have been a source of ecstasy for you. Instead, it has become a source of anxiety. Why? If your own body and your own mind are against you, you better leave, isn't it? Yes. See, if someone is against you, that's all right. What can you do? Once you live in the world, someone will be always against you. Somehow we go on. But if your own body and your own mind are against you, how to live here? There's really no possibility, is there? The same goes for your emotions also. They are also not happening the way you want them to happen. Energies, you're not even aware what's happening with them. If you bring a certain amount of pleasantness to your physical body, we call this health and pleasure. If you bring a certain amount of pleasantness to your mind, we call this peace, joy. If you bring a certain amount of pleasantness to your emotions, we call it love, compassion. If you bring a certain amount of pleasantness to your energies, we call it blissfulness. Are you aspiring to be pleasant or unpleasant? Pleasant or unpleasant? Pleasant, isn't it? In the last 24 hours, how many moments of joy have you known? How many moments of pleasantness, I'm asking? If you look back at it right now, in the last 24 hours, how many moments of true pleasantness in your body or in your mind? Very few. 1, 2, 3. Some of you have nothing to count. Now suppose you were a child. You were 5 years of age. In 24 hours' time, how many moments of joy did you know? Many, isn't it? At 5, if you had many, by the time you're 30, you should have become ecstatic if life had progressed in the right way. Isn't it so? Yes? Because you're investing so much time, energy, money, and above all, the life of every other creature is being affected in your pursuit of happiness. Isn't it so? Yes? In pursuit of human happiness, every creature on the planet is going through untold suffering. Yes or no? The very life of the planet is being threatened. But if you're not even happy, what's the point? Inner engineering is about working towards creating the right kind of inner chemistry. The right kind of inner chemistry can be understood in many different ways. For example, let us say you lost your peace today. If you lose your peace today, what will happen? you will first go home. Anyway, you are at home in today's situation. So whoever is at home, your husband, wife, child, whoever, you will yell at them. Yes? Does it happen? Now, if this continues, tomorrow morning you may go and pick a call with your neighbor. If that also continues, day after you get a call from your boss and you just yell at them. See, when you're yelling at your husband or wife, people just think it's normal. But the moment you yell at your boss, everyone knows that you need medical help. Yes or no? So they take you to a doctor. Initially, the doctor tries to talk you out of it. You won't budge like that. The next thing is he pops a pill into you. What is this pill? A little bit of chemicals. If you put this little bit of chemicals into you, suddenly you become peaceful. Maybe not forever, only for a short duration, but you do become peaceful, isn't it? That's why people are popping pills, because it's working. Maybe in a limited way, but it is working. Or in other words, what you call as peace is a certain kind of chemistry. What you call as joy is another kind of chemistry. What you call as ecstasy is another kind of chemistry. What you call as agony is another kind of chemistry. What you call as anxiety is another kind of chemistry. Fear, anger, stress are different chemical bases to every human experience. Right now, we are talking about creating a certain chemistry within you, a certain technology with which we will create a certain type of chemistry within us, where being peaceful and joyful is just natural for you. It is not something that you pursue in your life. It is very natural for you to be peaceful and joyful within yourself. Are you interested? So instead of me going on talking to you about it, if someone, we would like to hear from someone who has already gone through the program. So some people have sent in their sharings as videos to us. We would like to share one sharing with you.
I lost my mom in a tragic way at an early age. In fact, I was so young that I didn't even know what had happened. I had to be told the whole story, and through that process, there were few versions to it, and my father was the person of interest. Growing up, I got caught up with hatred and resentment towards him, which nearly destroyed my life. It came to a point I couldn't stand the situation any longer. I wanted to be alone. I would just pack a bag and travel anywhere around the surrounding countries with no specific purpose. I wasn't even bothered about how I would make it in a foreign environment with less means. I just wanted an escape. I would sleep in the street, beg for food whenever I ran out of money. I was okay with that, even if it was really challenging. I felt alone but free, and that was one of the best feelings. Years have passed. I settled down in my hometown. Socially and emotionally, I was doing better, but still, the desire to go somewhere far away was strong in me. And once again, I left, traveled around, and ended up settling down here in the Philippines. Got a decent job, and had a comfortable life, but still, I was haunted by the past events. To hide the pain that I have endured nearly my entire life so far, I took refuge in pleasure. I partied and partied hard, but still felt empty and unfulfilled. I found myself back and back again in the same patterns of craving for pleasure and avoiding pain. I became mentally and emotionally exhausted. Things were becoming meaningless, and there was really nothing worth living for. I started to hate my lifestyle. I hated myself so much that I even thought dying was better. But there was one big problem. I didn't know what would happen to me when I'm dead. This made my project of possibly ending my life an impossible task. Suddenly, the fear of dying became a big concern to me and quickly scaled up into paranoia. Not knowing what death meant and what would happen to me when I die was the most terrifying experience. I would search random questions related to death and beyond. Throughout this period, I found myself reading all kinds of books and PDF until one day, a link took me to a YouTube video, Sadhguru. A week passed, then month, and a couple of years of watching Sadhguru torture me at all levels. Everything I thought I knew was completely demolished by this man. The clarity, sense, and logic of his approach to various topics of life just kept drawing me closer and closer to him. I got humbled, and humbled even more. Then, in December 2018, I decided to enroll for Inner Engineering online. I didn't know how I was about to seal my freedom and transform my life forever. At the end of the program, I realized that my experience of life was my own making. Knowing this was beyond freedom. That moment I realized I was my own problem. I also knew I was part of the solution. I began to heal and experience life in a completely different way, to the extent that whether a childhood memory or gazing at a leaf, being moved by a gentle breeze can create a wave of bliss that can't be explained. I learned to live day by day, being aware that the most obvious thing in this existence is my presence, and all other experience flow from it. My name is Dominique Sambiani. I'm from Togo, West Africa, and this is my inner engineering story.
So the Inner Engineering program is available in various formats. However, right now in these challenging times, the best way to go through this program is online. Inner Engineering Online is a powerful technology for well-being, offered through 7 online sessions with 90 minutes in each session. Sadhguru guides you step by step on a journey of self-exploration, empowering you with powerful tools from the yogic sciences to create emotional balance, clarity, joy, exuberance, and freedom within yourself. So this program can be done by anybody in their own space at their own pace. Right now, during the challenging times, we are offering this program free of cost to all the COVID warriors, those people who are on the front lines risking their lives to make sure that we are all safe. As a token of our gratitude, we are offering this program free to them. For everyone else, it is offered at 50% of the cost. Now, we would also like to hear from Sadhguru about inner engineering.
The moment we're born as human beings, somehow our lives got complicated. If we had come here as any other creature on this planet, life would be very simple. Eating, sleeping, reproducing and dying one day. Now we have to do all those things, but somehow where you are right now, wherever you may be, is not enough, isn't it? You want to be little more than what you're right now. If you know only money, maybe you're thinking of little more money. If you know only pleasure, maybe little more pleasure. Power, little more power. Everybody is wanting to be little more than what they're right now. The process of desiring is continuously going on. Whether you're going to work, or you're going to the bar, or you're going to the temple, or you're getting married, or you're having children, you're studying in a university, all this effort of life, everything was in pursuit of happiness, is it so? In the last 100 years, with the use of science and technology, we have changed the very face of this planet. Today, we have the kind of comforts and conveniences that no other generation could ever even imagine. We are definitely the most comfortable generation ever on this planet, is it so? But are we also the most joyful generation? So it's not worked. Every creature, from plant to animal to everything, including human beings, have paid an enormous price to create these comforts and conveniences, and we are not even happy. What is the point? We have engineered the world today in many ways so that it functions better for us, isn't it? We have done nothing about ourselves. It's time to really look at it, isn't it? In the last 24 hours, how many moments of joy have you known? When you were 5 years of age, a child, how many moments of joy did you know in 24 hours? The whole equation has gotten reversed somehow. It doesn't matter where you are sitting in a palace or in heaven, but your inner situation is not good, it doesn't matter, isn't it? This mind could have been a source of ecstasy, but this mind has become a source of misery for most people, tension, anxiety, depression. Why? You just don't know how to handle it, isn't it? See, there's only one problem with your life. Life is not happening the way you think it should happen. That's the only problem. Is there any other problem? Nobody around you will happen 100% your way, isn't it so? Yes? Nobody happens your way, it's okay. The problem is, this one is not happening your way. That is the problem, isn't it? People have concluded that stress is a part of their life. Stress is not a part of your life, it is just that you do not know how to manage your body, you do not know how to manage your mind, you do not know how to manage your emotions or your life energies. Everything is happening accidentally. So if things happen your way, you have begun to understand in the world that you have to engineer it. The same with you. No inner engineering has been done for you, isn't it? Just by accident you're trying to happen. Now I'm talking about creating the right kind of chemistry within you, where to be peaceful and blissful is just natural to you.
We will be posting the link for Inner Engineering online. If you are interested, you can explore this website. If you have any questions about inner engineering, now we can look at it. You can type your question in the chat window.
Ani is asking, I heard initiation is done in groups, which is not possible for now. So do we have to wait for it, or we will get once we register for inner engineering?
So Ani is asking about initiation, which means you are asking about the Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya. So inner engineering, the complete program includes a powerful yogic practice called Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya, which is a 21-minute. A Kriya is a powerful energy process which incorporates the breath, and it can be a powerful tool for you to bring about transformation in your energies. Right now, due to the COVID situation, this initiation in person is not possible. However, all the other tools of inner engineering are available through Inner Engineering Online, which in itself can be a very transformative process. Whenever the situation allows, we will be offering the Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya through Inner Engineering completion programs. However, in recent darshan, in recent talks, Sadhguru has also announced that we want to explore the possibility of offering this initiation through online platforms. The only limitation is, we need to create a situation where whoever is participating is fully committed and involved in this. And we also want to see how to ensure that you're getting the practice correctly. So our teams are working on the logistics of this, and as soon as we are ready, we will also be announcing this inner engineering completion through online platform.
Vijaya from Facebook is asking, at what time of the day the program will be conducted?
Inner engineering online is available at any time of the day. You can access it. Once you register, it will unlock for you the 7 sessions. It is offered through 7 step-by-step sessions, which are a step-by-step process. So you can access the sessions at any time during the day at your own pace, in your own space. So because this is a structured step-by-step process, once you start the session, it's best you complete it. For the next session, you can schedule a time according to your schedule at any time. Within 30 days, you can complete the 7 modules at your own pace.
Vaishnavi is asking, I has been done the Art of Living Happiness course. So can I do Inner Engineering course?
Definitely, you can still do inner engineering program. I have not done Art of Living, so I cannot speak about it. But in my experience, inner engineering has been the most transformative experience of my life, and which is why I'm here today, volunteering my time to offer this to as many people as possible. So definitely, you can go through this program and see what benefits you can gain from it.
Sheetal is asking, how can we keep our mind calm and control our anger?
See, this question is coming because, as we just explored, right now, your mind, your emotions, these things are not happening the way you want them, isn't it? If they were happening the way you wanted it to happen, anyway, you would keep them calm, peaceful, isn't it so? So, just as we have in the modern times developed external technology to create external situations the way we want it, there is a science and technology, a whole different dimension of technology to create your interiority the way you want it. And this is what is inner engineering about. So, this is a step by step process, which is a tool which you can implement in your daily life. Each module offers you a tool followed by a guided meditation and an awareness exercise so that you can implement that tool in your day to day life and see the difference in your experience. So, this program offers you the possibility to create a certain distance between your body and yourself, a certain distance between the mind and yourself. We will also be going through a certain process at the end of today's session, which will help you create this distance. Once there is a distance, no longer is there any suffering in a human being, because all suffering happens either in the body or in the mind, isn't it? So, inner engineering can be a powerful tool for you to create this. We will also be offering you a simple and powerful meditation today at the end of the program, which will help you in this direction.
Aditya is asking, I trust and believe all yogic and meditative processes. I have done inner engineering, but I can't overcome fear, stress, and anger. What should I do?
See, inner engineering or any tool that is offered in the program, it is a technology. So if you learn to use the tool properly, it will definitely work for you. But just like any other tool, it requires you to use, to apply it. So you have shared that you have done in an engineering program. You just see how to apply the tool more and more in your life. You can use the awareness exercises. You can come back to the program. After each session, there's a set of question and answers where Sadhguru has further explored each tool. People have asked him questions which have given us the opportunity to hear more from Sadhguru about each aspect that we go through in the program. These questions are available as a treasure trove or the bonus videos. They get unlocked after each session. Once you complete a session, the questions related to that aspect get unlocked, and you can always refer to them to further enhance your experience of this.
Yogesh is asking, after completing course, what is the next process? Is there any routine exercise to follow? Can you breathe?
In terms of inner engineering online, as we already mentioned, these are certain powerful tools to bring your mind and your emotions to a certain balance. So you can continue applying these tools in your day-to-day life. If you wish to incorporate any practices, as a part of inner engineering, we offer Upa Yoga and Yoga Namaskar as well. These are simple yogic practices which can help you bring a certain balance in both the body and the mind. Today we'll be going through a simple meditation called Isha Kriya also at the end of the session. Various other tools are available through the the Sadhguru app, like the Chit Shakti meditations, which are powerful guided meditations which can help you manifest what you want in your life using the power of the mind. Sadhguru will guide you through these meditations. So all these tools, whether it is Upa Yoga or Yoga Namaskar or the meditations or Isha Kriya, are available through Isha Sadhguru or the Sadhguru app, the link to which we'll be posting through the chat.
Julio from Facebook is asking, is there more after inner engineering?
As we already mentioned, if you wish to enhance your experience by doing certain practices, you can always try the practices we have already mentioned. We are looking forward to creating a possibility where you can also receive Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya.
Srishant is asking, how long we need to do inner engineering to overcome fear and anxiety?
If there is a psychological ailment, then definitely you need to consult your doctor and go by their recommendation. Whatever medication is prescribed, you need to continue doing that. Inner engineering will definitely help you take charge of your inner experience. It is not like how long will it take. It depends on you, how you implement it in your life and how you make use of it.
Aparna is asking, do we get any written material notes by that we can practice in future as well in our own, on our own?
So inner engineering is not a teaching or a philosophy or a belief system. It's a step-by-step process. It's a technology of transformation. So once you go through the program, you will have the tools. These are subjective tools which you can apply on a day-to-day basis. As we mentioned, if you have any doubts or clarifications, you can always come back to the Treasure Trove videos, where a lot of question and answers have been answered by Sadhguru with regard to each tool. We will have time for one more question. If you have any question, you can ask.
Someone is asking, I want to be initiated into Shambhavi Mahamudra. When will that be available again?
So as we mentioned, the physical programs, once the COVID situation allows, we will start up once again. Sadhguru has also announced the possibility of offering this through an online platform. Our teams are working on the logistics of this, and once it is ready, you will hear from us. So now we would like to offer you a simple but powerful meditation called Isha Kriya. The instructions for this meditation will be guided through the video, so you can just follow the instructions. Once you close your eyes for the meditation, you must keep it closed till the end.
Isha Kriya is an extremely simple process, but a powerful tool. These three ingredients, your breath, your thought and your awareness, in the right combination, if you use them, your ability to use the mind and the body is so greatly enhanced that you almost look superhuman for somebody else. But I'm telling you, this is human. This is not about being superhuman. This is about realizing being human is super.
Isha Kriya instructions. Preparation. Sit in a cross-legged posture with spine comfortably erect. If needed, use a backrest, but no headrest. Doing the Kriya facing east offers extra benefits. Keep your hands upon your thighs with your palms facing upwards. With your face slightly upturned, eyes closed, keep a mild focus between your eyebrows. This meditation will happen in 3 stages. Stage 1. Inhale and exhale gently, slowly. With each inhalation, mentally say to yourself, I am not the body, The inhalation should last for the whole duration of that thought. With each exhalation, mentally say to yourself, I am not even the mind. The exhalation should last for the whole duration of that thought. Repeat this for 7 to 11 minutes. Stage 2. Utter the sound Ah 7 times with mouth wide open, exhaling fully into each sound. The sound should come from just below the navel. You need not utter it very loud, but loud enough to feel the vibration of the sound. Stage 3. Sit for 5 to 6 minutes with a slightly upturned face and keep a mild focus between your eyebrows. The total time of this practice is between 12 to 18 minutes. You can sit longer if you wish. Please note, when you sit to do Isha Kriya, do not pay attention to the activity of the mind or body. Whatever is happening in your body or your mind, just ignore it and simply sit there. Do not take a break in between, as it will disturb the reorganization of energies that happens during the practice. The Kriya will yield maximum benefits if you do it for a minimum of 12 minutes each time. Do it twice a day for 48 days, considered as a full mandala or cycle, or once a day for 90 days. Anyone can practice this Kriya and enjoy its benefits. Simply follow the instructions without making any changes. This is a simple but very potent Kriya. You can remind yourself that I am not the body, I am not even the mind, anytime during the day. It would be best to use the voice in the video as a support when doing the Kriya. However, you can also do it without using the voice support.
Sit in a cross-legged posture and keep your hands open, facing upward. Sit with your face slightly upturned. The moment you sit this way with a slightly upturned face, you will see naturally your focus will shift between your eyebrows. So maintain this mild focus between your eyebrows. As I utter these 2 sentences, with inhalation you take this thought, I am not this body. With exhalation, I am not even this mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. I am not the body. even the mind. I'm not the body. I'm not even the mind. I'm not the body. I'm not even the mind. Keep your eyes closed and just sit still with your face slightly turned upward. Yogarto va, bhogarto va, sangarato va, sangavihinaha. Yasya brahmani ramate chittam, yasya brahmani ramate chittam, nandati nandati nandateva, nandati nandati nandateva. Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatvam. निश्चलतत्वे जीवन मुक्ति निश्चलतत्वे जीवन मुक्ति पुनरपि जननम पुनरपि मरणम पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनम पुनरपि जननम पुनरपि मरणम पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनम इह संसारे बहुदुस्तारे इह संसारे बहुदुस्तारे कृपया पारे पाहि मुरारे कृपया पारे पाहि मुरारे
Take your own time. Take your own time. Slowly, very slowly. Open your eyes.
Daily practice of Isha Kriya will bring health, dynamism, prosperity, and well-being. It is a powerful tool to cope with the hectic pace of modern life and empowers people to experience their lives to its fullest potential.
Please slowly open your eyes. So how was your experience of going through this meditation? Can some of you share? What was your experience of Isha Kriya? You can type your experience in the chat window. You can continue to do this practice twice a day for the next 48 days for the best results, or once a day for the next 90 days. You can use the guided meditation available in Sadhguru app to go through this practice, or once you are comfortable, you can also do it on your own. Now, some of you are asking about why inner engineering is not offered free. So all the people who are involved with offering this program are volunteers, including myself and the technical support available here, all the people working from all over the world to make this available online on the online platforms. Everything is being done by volunteers. These people are offering their time, their resource, only because something has touched them so deeply that they want to offer it to everyone. We are not doing this for any monetary gain. However, to offer this program, some expenditure is incurred. There is a cost to offering any program. Even in an online platform, there are costs involved. So someone has to bear these costs, isn't it? These costs that goes towards the program is only in towards this. Whatever is left over goes towards all the various activities that the foundation is doing. So apart from the spiritual or yoga practices, yoga programs, the foundation is also involved in various social projects like Project Green Hands, Rally for Rivers for the environment, Isha Vidya for education, and various other projects that Sadhguru has taken up. So right now, even in these challenging times, we are keeping up all these projects. And in any case, Sadhguru has offered this program free of cost to all healthcare professionals and nursing staff, ENT specialists, and police officers all over the world, free. And for everyone else, it has been offered at 50% cost. So we thank all of you for joining us today. We hope to see you in other programs with us. We hope this session has been beneficial for you. Thank you very much.